Undetectable phone spy apps. Now, big question. Can you spy on a phone and remain undetected? Can you spy on a phone without the other person knowing? Touchy questions, very touchy questions, because the practical answer to both of those questions is yes, you can. Yes, you can remain undetected. Yes, you could do it without them knowing. That doesn't mean that you should, and I'm going to circle back to that later on in this video. So, just keep this in mind. So, the best way to do this is by using one of the OTA apps that are available in ProSpy. These things use artificial intelligence, AI. I'm sure you've heard about it by now. It's all the rage. These things are gaining popularity like crazy. All you do is download the app to your phone, then you enter the telephone number of the phone you want to spy on or monitor, whatever word you want to use. Then the app creates a remote connection between their phone and yours over the internet. That's where they get OTA from, over the air, over the internet. Just OTA sounds better. So once that happens, you're going to be able to see the text messages, WhatsApp messages, any kind of messaging app or any kind of messages that have to be done on any messaging app that may be on the phone. Call recordings, call logs, WhatsApp, the FaceTime calls and the WhatsApp calls. You'll be able to see social media activity, emails, browser history, photos, videos, so much information that's on that phone. You'll be able to get the answers to the questions you've been having for quite some time. Now, there's an OTA Spy App demo. All you have to do is just tap on that link in the bio and then tap on the button that says OTA Spy App demo. You get a great example of how one of these things works and everything that it could do for you. So now getting back to what I was saying about, undetected and without them knowing. Now, this is the practicality of it, is that when you use some sort of app to either connect to the phone or if you're going to download something to the phone, you have to think to yourself, how often do you, or maybe the average person, check their phone for something that might be there? I mean, how often do you check your icons to see if something's on the phone? How often do you check your Bluetooth connections? How often do you check your Wi-Fi connections? How often do you check to see if something is accessing your phone? More than likely, the average person never checks. Why? Because number one, they don't know where to look. Number two, there's always things going on in your phone. Something somewhere is always connecting to your phone, whether you think so or not. That's another thing, people. You have no privacy when it comes to your phone. I guarantee you, at least a dozen apps and the iOS of this, or the OS of the system itself, the firmware, is working and connecting to many, many cell phone towers, many, outlets, and just monitoring your location, your browser history, everything and anything. That cell phone, zero privacy, and it's basically a marketing tool for every company on earth. So don't expect any privacy. And this is why I say you remain undetected and without them knowing. But just, if you do decide to use these OTA apps as I described them, just make sure you do the right thing and don't do anything to break the law. I always say this. It is illegal in most countries to use or install monitoring or surveillance software on a phone that you do not own or have authorization to install. Now, if you have ownership interest in the phone or if you own the phone outright, that might be a different story. Make sure you seek legal advice. The other exception might be if the person you're monitoring is under the age of 18 and you are their parent or legal guardian. That might also be an exception, but again, make sure you seek legal advice. Do not take legal advice from me. And whatever you decide to do, I wish you nothing but the best and good luck to you finding out the truth and getting the answers to the questions you've probably had for quite some time.